Film producer Muge Buyuktalas is with us here in the studio today to tell us more about the life and crazy times of filmmaker Quentin Tarantino. Welcome to our show, Muge. As we mentioned earlier, Tarantino's new script is the talk of Tinseltown. What can you tell us about it?
The first information that leaked in detail about the new script, as it is now currently listed in the IMDb, is entitled Tarantino Project/1969. And it is so far known that he will be focusing on Charles Manson. You know, his cult that during the 1969, he collected a bunch of people around him, and at the end, all these awful events of the serial murders became a huge story that until he recently died a week ago. Tarantino actually recently, a week ago, made a few more announcements about his new film. First, he signed with Sony after this sexual harassment issues regarding Weinstein Company's former chairman, Harvey Weinstein. He, you know, severed all his ties with the company. Even they had been doing, I think, 6 or 7 of his 8 films together. Now he is saying that after all these explanations, everybody was thinking that the film will be focusing on Charles Manson. But recently, he announced another, just a little bit of an information about his synopsis, saying that the script will be focusing on a male lead character who is actually willing to be a film star and recently had a hit TV series show.
Well, it sounds very exciting. How would you define Tarantino's personal contribution to the world cinema?
Tarantino's personal contribution, I think we can call him a game changer in many means. His first film, Reservoir Dogs, he collected a lot of attention with the film, and so it was like a example for independent filmmakers. And Pulp Fiction followed this, which was a huge box office success and proved second time what independent cinema can change, how the independent cinema world can change. And Pulp Fiction, comparing to its budgets, the box office was maybe around 20 times more than the budget itself. So it somehow proved to independent filmmakers, somehow renewed their belief against the studio producers, how independent cinema can reach to a wider audience.
Yes. What was it that made Tarantino so popular in a kind of rock star way?
I think what made him so popular is his unique approach to certain concepts. The way how he uses the popular culture items, the understanding of human nature, and the way he explains it in his films. For example, we can just take an example of Reservoir Dogs' opening scene. There's like this 8 men in black suits sitting on a round table in a breakfast cafe and talking about Madonna and discussing what's the meaning of the Like a Virgin song. So after this, like, it's almost like a 7-minute scene, how he establishes characters throughout a simple popular culture example. Then later we learn that all these 8 men was an ensemble of criminals together to do a diamond heist.
Well, Muge, I'm really looking forward to seeing his next film. It was a pleasure having you on our show today. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was a pleasure also for me.